Alrighty, so here are my 3 paths for the 2026 Nebraska football season. Starting with the best case scenario, then we're going to go to what I believe will most likely happen, and then the worst case scenario. Alright, so what I believe most likely will happen is Nebraska will end up going 7-5 this year, 5-4 in Big Ten play. Starting with week 1, we will beat Ohio State 38-13. Some stats I think will happen is we will get to 475 total yards, with 275 yards passing and 200 rushing. The defense will have 2 takeaways, and we will control 3rd down. Alright, week 2, we will beat Bowling Green 34-17. With again 445 total yards offense, 230 passing yards, 215 rushing yards, with defense taking 3 sacks and 1 turnover. Week 3, North Dakota at home, we'll beat 42-14 to roll into Big Ten play. 500 total yards of offense, so the best offensive game we've had. 255 passing yards, 245 rushing yards. Defense will have 2 takeaways, and we'll have 4 offensive TDs. Week 4, Michigan State, 27-24. We finally win our first road game to start the season. With 390 total yards of offense, 235 yards of passing, 255 yards of rushing. Both teams will have 1 turnover, and we'll win it off of a late field goal. Week 5 against Maryland. At home, we will win 31-20. The Huskers will reach 5-0 for the second consecutive year. We'll have 425 yards of total offense, 235 yards of passing, 190 yards of rushing. It'll be 46% on 3rd down, but the defense will gain 2 sacks.
I hear you, Mama.
Week 6 at home against Indiana. Unfortunately, we will end our perfect season with a loss of 27-34. 410 yards of offense, while Indiana will have 455 yards. We'll have 2 turnovers, unfortunately, and both teams combined for 7 total touchdowns. Week 7 against Oregon. At Oregon, unfortunately, we'll fall 2 weeks in a row, 24-41. 365 yards of offense for us, 515 for Oregon, 240 yards of passing touchdown, and Oregon will have 7 explosive plays. Week 8 against Washington. At home, we will correct the ship, winning 30-27. It would be called the Thriller in Lincoln on Halloween. 425 yards of total offense, 275 yards passing, 150 yards rushing, 57 combined points with a late defensive stop. So if everybody's counting right, that puts us at bowl eligibility at 6-2. Week 10 at Illinois, we will end up falling to Illinois 24-28. That slips away. 395 yards of total offense for us, 380 yards of offense for Illinois. We'll be 50% on red zone touchdowns with 2 turnovers total. Week 11 against Rutgers, we will win 31-21. 420 yards total offense, 210 yards of rushing, 4 sacks, and we'll be +1 in the turnover margin. Week 12 against Ohio State. Can we pull it off? No. We lose 20-38 at home. 350 yards of offense for us, 465 to Ohio State, 220 passing yards, 130 rushing yards. Week 13, final week against Iowa. Currently right now we are 7-4. Will we win against Iowa? No, we will fall 20-23. With 335 yards of offense for us, to 315 to Iowa, with 1 turnover each, with 43 combined total points. Alright, worst case scenarios next. So this is like all things go horrible. We end the season 4-8, 2-7 Big Ten play. Week 1 against Ohio, we win 31-17.
Don't pull it off of your butt.
420 yards, TD, total yards, 1 plus 1 turnover margin.
Right there.
Week Week 2 against Bowling Green, we win 27-20.
This right here.
420 yards, and we're still +1 turnover margin.
Now let go.
Week 3 against North Dakota, 34-17. 420 yards, +1 turnover margin.
Continuing the worst case scenario for Nebraska as we lose our first game to Michigan State 23-27. 360 yards, 390 yards. Turnover, we have 2 turnovers this game to put us -1 in turnover margins. Next we play Maryland. We also lose 24-28. Once again, repeating, this is our worst case scenario. So like this is if all things go wrong for Nebraska. 24-28 at home against Maryland. Week 6, Indiana get blown out of the water 17-38. Once again, if all things go wrong. Worst case scenario against Week 7 against Oregon, get blown out of the water once again 17-45. Now against Washington, 27-31. Just can't keep the games going all the way through the 4 quarters. Week 10 against Illinois, it's closer, 21-30, but still continue to struggle. Rutgers, we finally get a win again, 24-20. That will be the last win Nebraska gets for the season. Week 12 against Ohio State, get blown out of the water, 17-42. And then our final game, 17-20, another heartbreaking loss to Iowa. So that is our worst case scenario. So if all things go wrong for Nebraska, now we're going into if all things are clicking and go right throughout the season. Like everything is perfect. The breakout season, as they call it. 10-2 for Nebraska, 8-1 in Big Ten play. That means that 2 of those games that they don't think that we're going to win, we win. Okay. So best case week 1, blow Ohio out of the water, 45-10. Make a statement game right there. Week 2 against Bowling Greens, 41-14. Offense is still rolling. Week 3, best case scenario, 48-10 against North Dakota. Now we're going into Big Ten play. We get our first away game of the season win, 34-20 against Michigan State. Maryland is next, week 5, 38-17. 5 straight. Will we be ranked? Probably. Week 6 at Indiana. We sneak it out, 35-31. That changes how everybody is seeing Nebraska for this season. Week 7 against Oregon is our one and only loss in Big Ten play. 34-38. 4 points away from a perfect season. It's a thriller. National stage. National television. Week 8 against Washington, win 37-24. Halloween becomes the Husker party. Rebound and dominate at home. Week 10 against Illinois, 31-27. We win again on the road. Crucial road win without turning the ball over. So that means we have no turnovers. That's great. Week 11 against Rutgers, 34-17. We control our destiny. Will we make it to the Big Ten championship? Who knows? We handle business entering Ohio State, week 9-1. Week 12, Ohio State. Do we win it? We do. 30-27, the biggest win in Lincoln in years. Nebraska shocks Ohio State and enters the college football playoff conversation. Week 13 against Iowa. Unfortunately, we lose. Dream season ends in Iowa today, 21-24. Iowa ends the perfect season dream but Nebraska still finishes 10-2. So, of these 3 paths, Most likely what will end up happening is we will be 7-5, 5-4 in Big Ten play. We'll have our first winning Big Ten season in a long time. Worst case scenario, we go 4-8. We don't even get a bowl. Best case is all things are going right, 10-2. Let's see. This big question I have for all of you fans out there. Can Nebraska turn the close games into win? It's the one thing Matt Rule struggles with coaching us, is taking those close games and making them wins. We need to get a top 25 win this year. In order for this season, for most of us Nebraska fans to feel like a success, we need to have more than 7 wins. But unfortunately, as a realist fan, I don't see us getting past 7 wins. Hopefully, the team can prove me wrong and get more than 7 wins. And we define the season something like what Indiana did this last year. That is the giant key. So, recapping, 7-5 is our most likely outcome, which is what I'm predicting us to go. 10-2 is our ceiling. This season hinges less on Oregon and Ohio State, but swings the most on games like Michigan State, Maryland, Washington, Illinois, Rutgers, and Iowa. Those are all games that we could possibly win, and we should win all of those. If we win all of those, and we only lose the big 3 games, Illinois or Indiana, Ohio State, Oregon, that's 8-3, 9-3. Yeah, that's 9-3 season. If we win those games, that's great. Once again, can we win those close games? I hope so. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think the season's going to end. And once again, as a good, true Nebraska fan will always say, go Big Red.